Hey guys, what is up? It is your friendly neighborhood Ubgus here, and I have a video for you about Magic the Gathering. This is an EDH deck, which is also known as Elder Dragon Highlander, which also known as Commander by Wizards of the Coast. And it is basically a 100 card singleton deck that you can only have the colors of your general, and your general has to be a legendary creature from Magic the Gathering past. This one is Sasaya, Orochi, Ascendant. Unfortunately, I do not have the card because it is impossible to find, so I have a proxy instead. But the card is a 3-mana green creature that you can reveal your hand, and if you have 7 or more lands, you flip it. And flipped, it's an enchantment that makes each of your lands add an additional mana of that color, the one that they produce, for each land with the same name. So if you had 10 forests out and it was flipped, you would have 100 mana available to you. So this amount of mana obviously is insane, so you have to have some ways to get Sasaya to flip. So here, our first deck of cards is how to get the 7 lands in hand. So first off, we have Elfheim Sanctuary, which, trying to get a good, yeah, you can read that. Just lets you tutor instead of drawing. It's good. It's good. Rites of Flourishing is basically just Howling Mine, and once you flip Sasaya, lets you play more land. It's always good. Font of Mythos proxy. Each player draws 2 more lands. Pretty good. Scouting Trek. This probably shouldn't be in here, but it just puts a ton of lands on top of your library. Howling Mine, same thing as Rites of Flourishing, cheaper. Doesn't let you play additional land. Guy's Bounty. You get 2 forests from your from anywhere. Well, you get 2 forests and stick them in your hand. Kodama's Reach and Cultivate, just classic ramp cards. They get lands to hand and 1 into play, so it's good stuff. Seek the Horizon gets 3 basics into your hand for 4 mana. Journey of Discovery gets 2 into your hand, and if you entwine it, you can play 2 more lands. Sylvan Scrying lets you search for any land in your deck, probably going to be that one, and put it right into your hand. So, Sprouting Vines, Storm, get land to your hand, instant speed, so you can play it after a huge counter war across the table. Harmonize, draw 3, good stuff. Crescent Tusker, you cycle it, draws you a card and searches for a land, puts it into your hand. Armiliar Spheres, 2 lands in hand. And Abundance is basically card selection. Here, trying to get a good angle. That's what it does. So, that's any time that you draw a card. That's not just old wording. That's actually the wording. So, if you were to harmonize, you would choose land or non-land for all 3 draws, and it'd be pretty good. Then, we have our good stuff package, which involves a Sundering Titan. Since we are a mono-green deck, he will at worst kill 1 of our lands upon entering and 1 upon leaving. Other people he can just demolish. Kunkardin Crossroads gives all creatures haste. It's good stuff. Panglacial Worm. If you're searching through your library and you have 7 open mana, why not? Get a 9/5 Trampler. Beast Within kills any permanent. Good stuff. Horn of Greed, card draw. Whenever you play land, draw a card. That's for every player. It only costs 3 to play. Good stuff. Sentinel Flute tutors up win conditions because all of them are creatures. Can also tutor up Azusa so you can play more lands, etc. Seer Sundial, it's more card draw when you play lands. And Break Asunder is destroy an artifact or enchantment with cycling. So, it accomplishes 2 goals if you want it to. Then we have our ramp package, because once we flip Sasaya, we want to have as many lands out as possible. So we have 2 copies of this spell, because it's just a functional reprint, except this one on the left, anybody can sink mana into it. On the right, just you. But everybody searches for X basics and puts them into play tapped. So, very, very strong card. Best for Sasaya because you're the one where your land's tapped for a ton of mana. Other people don't have that luxury. Colony Heart Expedition. Why not? It's 2 mana, get 2 lands. I mean, delayed, but still. Sakura Tribe Elder because he's awesome. Explosive Vegetation gets you 2 lands. Oracle Modiah lets you play more lands and get lands off the top of your deck and maintain the number of lands in hand. Extraplanar Lands is a backup in case Sasaya doesn't work or is killed. Cage Sun, same thing. Magus of the Vineyard allows you to have ridiculous starts and go 4 mana spells on turn 2. Also, sometimes people will appreciate it, having 2 additional mana, and not focus you first, which is always good. Then we have Gaia's Touch, which is a play additional land effect, and if absolutely necessary, you can add it. You can sack it to add 2 green to your mana pool. And then Azusa, Lost Beseeking. You can play 2 more lands. Very good once you flip Sasaya. Moving on to our win conditions. This one right here is definitely the best one in the deck. You can pay 3 mana to get a Saproling, and then you can sack a Saproling to pump the rest. So, very good. And combined with Concordant Crossroads, you can just win the game off this guy in one single turn. Then we have Rude Awakening, which is another win con. Once you have a ton of land, you can use this and make them all 2/2s. And combine that with a win condition coming later. Nature's Vault, same thing, lands 2/2s. Worm Calling, not the best win condition, but it's there. It's kind of ugly, but it has buyback, so why not? Genesis Wave. If you Genesis Wave with 10 lands out, then you're waving for 97, and then you win. You can't lose that game. Magus of the Candelabra, more mana in case you need to go way over the top. Helix Pinnacle, all you need is 100 mana and you win. Wolfbriar Elemental, sort of in the same vein as the other win cons, you just sink a ton of mana into it and win. Vertaloth, same thing, sink a ton of mana. Beastmaster Ascension, this one combined with pretty much any of the win conditions just makes it even easier and require less mana. And Ant Queen, same thing, just a lot of mana, get a lot of dudes. That's all of the non-land cards for this deck. So let's move on to non-basic lands, which there are only 6 of. We have Mikokoro, Center of the Sea. It's a drawing effect, so you can get more lands in the hand, and it's just good. A lot of people will appreciate you using it because they get to draw too. Tech Edge, sometimes you just really need to kill lands, like, say, Glacial Chasm, something along those lines. I don't even know if Glacial Chasm is legal in EDH. I'm just using it as an example off of the top of my head. Oran Reef, the Vast Wood. Again, requires less mana to make your win conditions win. So, always a good thing. Always need a backup plan in EDH. You can't just rely on one thing. Slippery Karst, Cycle Land, self-explanatory. Reliquary Tower, no max hand size. This lets you hold 7 lands in hand from turn to turn and not worry about discarding. Treetop Village, it's a beater. Why not? And then we have 47 basic forests. This right here is the key to making this deck work. Because you need 7 lands in hand. Having 47 basic lands will do that for you. I think it's 47. I'm pretty sure I have 53 lands in the deck, so 6 basics, 47. Or 6 non-basics, so 47 basics. That's it. Big mana, you win, etc., etc. People hate you sometimes, but that's how it works. I haven't had a chance to play this yet because I just finished proxying it up last night, but I look forward to it because in goldfishing I've had some ridiculous wins. Turn 3 win is possible. It's really ugly and highly unlikely, but it's possible. So there's that. That's about it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed Magic the Gathering videos and you're not already subscribed, please subscribe because I do plan on doing more. And if you're already subscribed, I recommend that you get into Magic the Gathering if you aren't already. Even though it does cost a lot of money, it is well worth it, in my personal opinion. Do some Google searching, see if you want to. Etc., etc. I'm rambling. That's it. See ya.